Hey everybody, KC here. Hope you had a great weekend. So sometimes the inspiration for these little videos comes from unexpected places. In this case, a New York Times piece about Daniel Patrick Moynihan. Oh, I think it's probably fair to say he was one of the more nuanced thinkers ever to serve in the U.S. Senate. And a really interesting guy. Came from very humble beginnings, born in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the product of a broken home. And yet he eventually went on to be a professor at Harvard. He served as counselor to the president in the Nixon administration. Gerald Ford appointed him to be the ambassador to the United Nations. And then he ended up serving as a longtime senator from New York as a Democrat. Complicated guy. But let's put the politics aside for a moment. Moynihan, one of the things about his career is he was willing to advance a lot of ideas, a lot of questions to which there were not necessarily easy or politically correct or facile answers. In fact, he was willing to ask questions to which he didn't have the answer, but he thought that was important to do in terms of advancing the dialogue in the public arena. And I think that made him kind of unusual as a politician. Then the Times piece quotes something that he wrote in 1996 in a book called Miles to Go. That strikes me as being relevant to how we think about a whole range of issues now, including business. By 1989, he wrote, "It seemed to me to be reasonably clear that the discontents rolling through the land over the seeming incapacity of government to get anything right might be eased if it were understood that issues had emerged which old remedies seemingly could not resolve." Now, this strikes me, again, as not just an observation about how government often tries to apply old solutions to new problems, but also business in 2021 and beyond. Now, these words are worth considering, I think, in any situation where business leaders consider challenges to their viability going forward, whether having to do with store formats or labor or marketing or merchandising or technology or whatever it happens to be. It's possible, indeed, it's probable that the issues with which they are dealing may in fact be the kind to which old solutions simply won't work. Daniel Patrick Moynihan considered that reality. He said that these are the kinds of issues that old remedies cannot and will not resolve. He said that in 1996, but it strikes me as being just as true in 2021 and beyond. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.